Y'all, this is a piping hot video right now, okay? Piping hot video. Welcome. Y'all, I'm so happy to deliver this news right here. It's been a long time coming, in my opinion. Before we get into it, welcome back to my channel. Don't know how you got here, but so glad you're here. If you're new here, I hope you stick around and subscribe. We're going to get right on into it, okay? Mykelti has seen the recent episode of Sister Wives, and she got some thoughts on it. Oh, yes, ma'ams. Oh, yes, ma'ams. She has got some strong thoughts and opinions on Kody specifically. Now, Mykelti has been one of the only kids of Kody's that has been very vocal in her support of Kody and Robin. Until here recently. Mykelti Padron calls out Dad Kody for not taking accountability for his actions. Says Kody threw her sister Maddie under the bus hard recently on Sister Wives. Is this a quote? Y'all, the only thing my dad is losing faster than the sport of his children is his hair. Ooh! Y'all, did she say that? Who said that? Mykelti Brown, one of Kody Brown's only remaining allies in the Brown family, is calling him out for blaming others and not taking accountability for the fractured relationships within the family. Sister Wives fans have watched this season as both Kody and his only remaining wife Robin have continued to have support from Mykelti, daughter of Kody and his ex-wife Christine, despite Kody being estranged from many of his adult children. In a recent live stream on her Patreon, however, Mykelti shared with fans how the currently airing season of the family's TLC show has changed her perspective on the conflicts within the Brown family, seemingly blaming her dad for not helping to mend his relationships with her siblings. And I quote, "I think that if he took more accountability for his actions, his kids, maybe not all of them, but at least some of them, would reach out," Mykelti stated after watching last week's episode of Sister Wives. Instead of blaming the children or blaming how they feel about his relationship with his other wife or blaming the parents or blaming gossip or whatever, if he just said, "Look, I understand I did blank, wrong, I'm sorry, can we talk about it?" Mykelti continued, "I feel like that would go such a long way." Mykelti went on to say that she has had to straight up tell her father that he owes her an apology or explanation for something he did or said to her. And I quote, "I have said, look, Dad, this situation happened. I needed you to do this for me, and instead you did this." Mykelti said, "You blamed somebody else, and because of that, we're having issues." Mykelti stated that eventually Kody will take accountability, usually. And I quote, "I've had to go to him point blank and say, look, this is what happened. And he has taken accountability directly with me," she said. "He has taken accountability. But during that accountability, he also blamed someone else. And what I needed, and what I think all of my siblings needed, was just for him not to do any blame. Not necessarily take all accountability, but say, I'm sorry. I know what I did wrong. How can I fix it? What can I do?" He could still say, "I think you did wrong as well. But taking some accountability, I feel like, would go such a huge way," Mykelti said. "There's a certain amount of pride that Kody is showing, and at no point does he want to step down and admit fault or lay down and become vulnerable." Mykelti's husband, Tony, added, "He's like referring to his children in this very prideful way, where he feels like he can treat these other humans equally, but some of them are adults. But he doesn't quite understand that they're his kids. You'll still be standing in some sort of parental role forever. And he just never wants to stand down. Tony noted that while he sees Kody having a lot of love for Robin, he doesn't see Kody showing that he has a lot of love for his kids. What I think is so sad is I don't see that love in Kody for these people. He said there's spite and there's pride and there's just a lot of love. I think he needs to remember that love. Otherwise, I don't think he's going to get anywhere with them. As the Ashley previously told you, Mykelti revealed back in September in the comment section on her Patreon account that she and Tony are no longer supportive of Robin due to her actions at the funeral of Mykelti's brother Garrison. To give you some insights, it's true we have always been super supportive of Robin, Mykelti wrote in a response to a fan's comment. Yes, lately it may seem that has changed. There are some things that happened during the recent funeral for Garrison that are the reason for that. We won't be talking about those events, so you're not totally wrong. Meanwhile, Kody's estrangement from his daughter Maddie has been a topic of discussion on the current season of Sister Wives, with Kody accusing Maddie on a recent episode of keeping her children away from him at a family wedding and of spreading gossip within the family. In response to Kody's comments, Maddie's mom, Janelle, explained to viewers that Maddie, as well as some of Kody's other adult children, are no longer in contact with their father because they're upset with the way Kody has treated the family and because he essentially ditched them. Maddie doesn't have any contact with him, Janelle added. She is very protective of her children. Kody has not been there since Evie was born, and Evie's 3.5 years old. Maddie spoke about the topic herself in a podcast interview back in November of last year, claiming that her children don't even know who Kody is and that she wasn't going to force her dad to have a relationship with his grandchildren. During her live stream this week, Mykelti addressed the comments her dad has made about Maddie on the show this season, claiming she understood why everyone's frustrated as well as why Maddie snapped at Kody recently on social media, but seemingly calling her dad a snake. He threw Maddie under the bus hard, Mykelti stated, adding that if she were in that situation like Kody with her own children, she would do whatever it took to mend those relationships. I would always sit outside that door, knock, apologize, and ask, and just continue to try to do whatever I could to make that relationship stronger. She said, I feel like that's what you do as a parent. Sometimes you just have to take the knife in the kidney, get over it, and apologize, she added. Woo! Child, Mykelti is... Let me tell you something. She said, look, I'm done with it. Thank you. Child, Mykelti has woke up, and y'all, she's over here like, no, you ain't fixing to do this mess. You ain't fixing to say this about my sis or my mama. Okay? Take that knife in the kidneys. Y'all, this is good. Okay, this is good. When you put things out there on the show like this, there's no taking it back, she later added. When he puts things on the show like this, you're screwed. Maddie has seen this episode now. Maddie's pissed. That door is slammed, locked, and will be slammed forever unless he makes a statement on the show and condemns what he said. Mykelti went on to say that the blanket statements her dad has made on the show in the past about his children have hurt her, even when she knew they weren't about her personally. She also shared her opinion on Kody's tendency to place the blame on everyone else but himself. If you're the common denominator that people have problems with, it's probably not them, it's you, she added. How many times have I said this? Mykelti, are you watching me? You have said a lot of things, sister friend, that I have said over here, and I appreciate all of this. I really do. I appreciate you standing up for not only yourself, but the rest of your family. I appreciate you calling out what needs to be called out. If you love somebody, you call out their piss poor behavior. I'm sorry. Your feelings matter. Whoever needs to hear that right now, your feelings matter. Don't allow people to disrespect and down talk you, period. Do not allow it. You can speak on it in a nice way. I think Mykelti did that, child. Ooh, girl. I am so proud of Mykelti right now. Y'all, you go, girl. You go, girl. In my opinion, this is why folks think they, can continue to demean, neglect, abandon, mistreat, disrespect these people that are close to them, like your own kids, Kody Brown, because people allow it. And when I say they allow it, meaning they stick around and they don't call it out. Call it out. Hold their feet all the way to that fire that they started. Okay, they started the fire. I mean, you get what I'm saying? I personally am so happy these people are speaking up. Kody Brown speaks up and has spoken up very, very loudly and rudely and very hurtful to these people for a long time. I am sick and tired of watching these people get mistreated and disrespected and hurt. I'm sick and tired of watching these kids cry and hurt. Okay? You make that man take accountability. If he's any sort of man, he will take accountability. But I guess we'll have to stay tuned to see if that happens or not. Would love to know what you think about Mykelti calling it all the way like it is. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video. Be sure you smash that subscribe button if you're new here. I have so many more videos on the way. You don't want to miss it, including a teaser for the upcoming episode of Sister Wives. That is season 19, episode 6. You don't want to miss it. I love you for watching. I will see you in my next video.